Hello guys. So for today, we're going to discuss about QuickBooks inventory. But before we will do that, we will first activate the inventory function in QuickBooks. So please take note that in our home page, in this portion here, we only have enter bills and pay bills before inventory is enabled. So to activate inventory, just click Edit, Preferences, navigate to Items and Inventory, company preferences, and then just check inventory and purchase orders and active. Click OK. And then let's go back to the home page. So we already have the purchase orders, the receive inventory, and the enter bills against inventory icons. So those are the added icons after we activate inventory. All right, so this is the icon wherein we organize our inventory. I will click this. Okay, so to add an inventory, just right click anywhere, click new, or the shortcut is Control N, and then choose inventory part. All right, and then the name of the inventory is sodium phosphate. I will leave the cost blank, the sales price blank, and then the COGS account is the cost of goods sold. The income account when this inventory is sold is sales income. When I purchase this inventory, it will go to the inventory asset account. I will leave on hand blank, the total value, and then the as of date because we're going to add those in a separate transaction. I will click OK there. And then to add a sub item of this sodium phosphate, just right click anywhere, click new, and then choose inventory part. I will click sub item off and then sodium phosphate. The description is optional, but I prefer to just paste the item name. The cost is optional, sales price is optional, and then it goes to the cost of goods sold when sold, and then you have the option to make it taxable or not. The income account is sales income. It goes to the inventory asset account when we purchase the item. I will click OK. I'll click next. And then disregard the spelling. So the next item is 100 grams. Sub-item off, sodium phosphate. Okay. Click OK. All right, so that's how to add an inventory. So if you want to delete this inventory, just right click and then delete item. Click OK. But if the item is already used in any transaction, you won't be able to delete that, but you can make it inactive. Next is I will show you the movement of our inventory by purchasing and then selling inventory. So to purchase inventory, we have the option of using the PO and then receive inventory and then enter bills against inventory. If we don't use the PO, we can go directly to the enter bills. So we only use this portion here if we purchase inventory on account or if it goes through accounts payable. But for the purpose of this video, I will use write checks. By using the write checks icon or the write checks function, we purchase inventory on cash. So the money comes out from the petty cash account. The date for is today. And the vendor is Unilab. The amount will be automatically populated later on. The memo is optional. There are two tabs here, expenses and the items tab, but we're going to use the items tab. I'm going to purchase Univar 100 mg, 5,000 pieces. The cost is 2.5. This portion is optional. And then I will purchase the 250 mg for 10,000 pieces. Cost is 3.5. So the total amount is automatically populated here, 47,500. I will click Save and Close. So to check if the inventory goes into the items and services icon, we click this, and then we're going to right click and then quick report, or the shortcut is Control Q. All right, so if you can see, 5,000 pieces goes to Univar 100 mg sodium phosphate. For the 250 mg, we have 10,000 pieces. So inventory goes in to QuickBooks. And next is we're going to sell inventory. So if we sell inventory on account, or if it goes through accounts receivable, we are going to use create invoices. And then if the inventory is sold on cash, we're going to use create sales receipts. So again, for the purpose of this video, we're going to use create sales receipts. We will add a new customer, nurture drug. The other information are optional. This is the date, the sale number, or the order number. So I will sell 3,000 pieces of the 100 milligram sodium phosphate. Sell this for 5.5. Disregard the tax first, and then I will sell 250 mg, 6,000 pieces, and this is for 7.5. If you notice this icon here, this will give you a preview of your inventory. I will click this. So there, we have 5,000 pieces of Univar 100 mg. Close. All right, so I will click Save and Close. And I will go back to the Items and Services icon. Okay, we will see the movement of the 100 mg sodium phosphate. Okay, there. So from 5,000, we sold 3,000 pieces. So right now we only have 2,000 pieces of the 100 mg. And then for the 250 mg, we had 10,000, but we sold 6,000. We only have 4,000 pieces. So that's the movement of our inventory by purchasing and then by selling. Next is adjusting inventory. So some of the reasons why we adjust inventory is when we give out items for promotional or marketing purposes, or if we found out that some of our items are already expired, or some of the items are lost. So how do we record those transactions? We click this drop-down arrow and then choose adjust quantity or value on hand. So the adjustment type is quantity and value. This is the adjustment date. If we give out items for marketing purposes, the adjustment account will be marketing expense. We can put in the name of the customer that we give the items to, so we can track them. The item column, I will type item 100 mg sodium phosphate. We have 2,000 pieces currently on hand. So the new quantity is 15 because I will be giving out 500 pieces. It will automatically give you the number of pieces that you give out to your customer for marketing purposes, and then the new value of the remaining quantity. I will click Save and New. So next is assuming that the inventory is lost. I will again choose quantity and total value. Adjustment type, adjustment date is on the 24th. But the adjustment account will now be inventory loss. So we will choose the 250 mg sodium phosphate. The new quantity will now be 3,750. So we have 250 loss on inventory. This is the new value of the 3,750 remaining quantity. I will click Save and Close. Let's go back to the Quick Report. So I will right click and then Quick Report. Okay. So you can see that there is an inventory adjustment of 500 for the 100 mg sodium phosphate. And then for the 250 mg, we have a 250 adjustment. So if you're going to double click this, the inventory goes to inventory loss. So there, those are the basics of QuickBooks inventory. And you can also watch my other video on how to upload inventory from an Excel file. For more QuickBooks tutorials, tips, and tricks, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.